My neighbor called us and she was like, we heard gunshots and we heard sirens. So my mom and I, we hopped into the car and we went straight to the school to check to see what's going on.
And from what you and I have discussed earlier, you saw some pretty horrifying things. Can you explain it in the best way possible?
Well, before, when we first arrived there was not a lot of security to guard, and there were 3 children that came out. One of them had a very bloody face. It was a very violent scene, and there were 2 other ones that they were in the arms of a state trooper. They did not move. Their face was very pale. It was very tragic.
Parents crying everywhere.
My mom was a mess. Parents were crying. I mean, there were parents who were trying to keep, security going, but it was very messy, yes.
Now, what did your sister tell you? I saw her with you earlier, and she won't even look anywhere near the cameras. She seems pretty horrified. Was she able to explain to you what she witnessed?
Well, I mean, again, she's very traumatized. When she walked out of the school, she was crying. All the students were holding hands. The teachers were traumatized. But, based on what she said was, at about, early in the morning, she heard, the intercom came on the school, and she heard a scream, and she heard a gunshot, or two gunshots, and then the school went into lockdown. And when they hid in the closet, she was in art class, and they had to hide in the closet, and they were quiet. And the children obviously were very shaken. They were crying in the closet, in the closet of the art room. And eventually, they were leaving, and when they were leaving, the police made them hold hands, and the police told them to close their eyes.
Yeah.
Just heartbreaking details there. Again, you're watching HLN's continuing coverage of one of the worst massacres in the history of this nation. Want to let you know that a press conference is coming up any moment now. We'll take you there once it happens. We're also getting this information that President Obama, he's been on an FBI call with the FBI Director Robert Mueller, also Connecticut's Governor Daniel Malloy. Of course, the president expressing condolences, getting the latest information on all this. I want to go to our HLN law enforcement analyst, Mike Brooks. And when you talk about that, the FBI, the governor, the president in on this, Mike, what information do they need to know? What information do investigators need to know as we move forward in this?
Well, I guarantee you that Director Mueller has been briefed by the agents there on the scene.